Okay, my name's Liliana,
I'm Delana.
I'm Sydney.
and our book this time is What Once Was Mine by Liz Braswell. Okay, you want to start?
Yeah, of course. Alright, so just like to give a little bit of a recap, this book is a twisted tale of the Disney story Tangled. So instead of Rapunzel being born after her mother drinks the potion from the sundrop flower, giving her her long, luscious golden hair, she now instead was born with silver hair, really long, and she still has powers, but instead of being born with healing powers, she's born with the power to kill, but only with her tears when she's like super, super upset. So similar to the same storyline, but a little bit different. And this story kind of has a mood of hopelessness to it, just because it has that other factor of the moondrop flower being used and Rapunzel being separated from her parents once more. But instead, she doesn't have like this little morbid curiosity about her parents. She thinks that she killed them based off of what Mother Gothel told her.
In this story, she wasn't kidnapped by Mother Gothel.
No, she was willingly given up to Mother Gothel because her parents were afraid of her powers.
So it was really like
not her mom. Her mom was scared, but her mom did not want to give her up.
So the king really wanted to do it as just like a form of safety for the kingdom.
And the mother just wanted her daughter to, like, I guess, gain control of her powers before, like, they would be in her lives again.
Right.
And it was originally supposed to be that once she gained control, Mother Gothel was supposed to give her back.
Yeah.
Right.
But
now she wants to sell her for marriage. And she's like, obviously she would be betraying, like, the kingdom for that and Rapunzel because she's doing it all behind their back.
Yeah, so then she realizes at like the peak of her eye, she saw some of like the goods that she hid in the castle, or not the castle, the tower, away from Rapunzel, because she's been raising her on like scraps of gifts and everything that the whole kingdom provided for her entire life. So she could have had a completely different life, but no, she has her 12 books and all
I thought it
of
was
her.
36.
It was
36. Okay, you know, it was an estimate, but she has her 36 books. And it's really just not anything that she should have been. It's not the life she would have lived that her parents wanted for her, especially since that she already had to give up her princess life. And Mother Gothel is just trying to sell her off. And then she realized she could sell her for more by saying she's the princess, by saying she could, kill someone. So...
And then I think the one guard realized the mistake that the kingdom made when that other good wife showed up.
Oh, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Because she mentioned the moondrop flower, because the guard was kind of describing like...
So basically another old lady has shown up.
But it was like 2 weeks after.
Right, it was 2 weeks after Gothel had already taken the baby. Mm-hmm. And she... Obviously, she was sweeter. She actually wanted a kid.
She knew about the moondrop flower as well. Like, she
Mm-hmm.
actually had knowledge about, like, oh, well, that could be dangerous.
Because she knew it wasn't... Because of the silver hair, she knew it wasn't the sundrop flower, so she knew it was the moondrop flower and had, like, background information on, like, how it was
She would have
dangerous.
been so much better for Rapunzel than Mother Gothel, who just wanted to exploit her family. And it also gave some backstory. I really liked, like, the thing that I was happy about, it gave some backstory to Mother Gothel. So in, like, the actual, like, Tangled movie, you kind of just see her, like, she uses the flower for her youthfulness.
Right.
That's all it is.
Which she still does in the book.
She still does. She still goes and finds it on the mountain, which I think is funny. Mm-hmm. But she also tends to, like, her family farm, and people know of her. Like, like, centuries ago there was this woman... blah, 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 like, she's the only surviving member of her family because she's, an evil
Was
witch.
she the one where they were, like, they knew of her because the children used to disappear around her? Was that her?
No, that was the, girl.
That's what I thought.
That was, like, the blood bath woman or whatever. I can't remember. Bathory, yeah. She would, like... Yeah, she also hangs around people, and she's trying to sell Rapunzel to someone who, takes baths in the blood of young girls. So that's interesting.
If she is sold to her, obviously we can make that prediction that she would die.
Okay, but let's just hope
Or be
that
a
doesn't
servant.
Or be a servant.
She
Or be a bride.
Clean up the blood.
You know, there's.
But everyone's just trying to exploit her, and
Yeah. It's really sad. It's depressing.
Like, once again, it just goes back to that kind of like mood right now, at least for this first section of hopelessness. But then you kind of get a glimpse into what life could be when Flynn Rider comes into the picture.
Yes.
And Pascal and Rapunzel
When she finally realizes that her
she
powers.
learns she's not a murderer.
Right.
I mean, she doesn't know about her parents yet, but I'm sure she'll find out that the queen and
That
king
she's
are
not
dead.
a murderer, that she can in fact control her powers, because just before that, like, just the day before, she had killed a chicken because of Mother Gothel, and like her emotions got the best of her, and it was just really, it was sad. But now she has hope because she was able to touch like grass and realize everything around her was living.
Yeah.
But she didn't kill any of it.
So she kind of gets that confidence back in herself that we've been missing from her. Like, she's acting more like herself. Because she is really sweet. She's a sweet, laughable, like, Mother Gothel describes how she's, like, too much.
way too much.
Way too much for her.
And
you
like
know?
she eats too much, and she's just
Because she's a
burden.
teenager.
Right.
Like, all of her emotions, all of her feelings, all of her, like, happiness and joy to see her.
When Mother
is too
Gothel's
much.
getting ready to sell her off, she's just describing how much of a burden that she is on her.
Right.
So she doesn't really appreciate anything about her. She doesn't think of her as this daughter. Once again, she can't even use her for her hair.
Which I feel like in
So
the
she doesn't like her.
actual movie, although she does use her for her hair, she actually felt like that's why she's like, I don't
She
know,
wanted
she
to
was
like
more
protect
mothery.
her a little more.
Right.
Yeah.
She did kind of have a different connection to her, but now, genuinely, it's just
She
the
just
fact that
hates
she
her.
could sell her. It's
Like,
the fact that she could sell her, and that's
She
it.
said now that she's older, Mother Gothel like really only shows up like 2 days a week, and then sometimes will surprise her. But she said she really only feels like she surprises her just to like make sure she's still in the tower.
Yeah.
So I really wonder how Mother Gothel's going to react when...
Rapunzel leaves.
Obviously, Rapunzel is going to tell her at some point, like, hey, I went out. I want to see those floating lights.
When she went on the ground that first time, she found the door leading up, like, that she could go up the tower through a door, not like by pulling her hair. So obviously the lies are starting to unravel more and more for her.
Yeah.
And also we find out that, you know, Flynn Rider doesn't end up climbing the tower like in the original story. So Rapunzel's gonna have to go find him instead.
Yeah. When is he going to show up? Like, why are we making her be
Go
this-
find him.
This
Right.
is not the story, like, how it was supposed to go. And I really like it because it's showing a different side of everyone's personality. So after we finish this book, we're going to have a whole rounded perspective on how people actually act even in different situations, because that gives a really good insight into who they are as a person. So Rapunzel, even though she has this like capability to do something very horrible, she doesn't turn to the ways that, let's say, Mother Gothel would.
Right.
She stays...
Or that Mother Gothel tried to push her to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she tried 100% to still be a good person, and then she remembers that, you know, she was told she killed her parents, so she feels guilt about that, and she kind of lives in that. She wallows in that a little bit. But other than that, she still has all the elements of her personality that make her, you know, a sweet little princess.
So, like, for me, what keeps kind of throwing me off is the fact that this story is being told while also, like, going back to, like, the brother and his sister in the hospital.
Yeah, that's honestly kind of a cool concept that he's just telling his
Yeah,
sister
I
that
like
has
this.
cancer, like a different version of her favorite story, because the little sister keeps trying to get him to read and rewatch the regular Rapunzel movie over and over again. So he finally is just like, what if I tell you a different story, a different version of the story? And it takes her some persuading in order to let him do it, but it was cute.
Yeah.
I forgot about that element. Yeah, that's like the whole story. Like, the whole thing is being told from the perspective of a boy. So there's the different things. Like, he has more interests in history, so
Right.
he's giving like extra details about
When all she really wants to
clothes.
know is about the horses, because
Yeah.
she used to ride horses.
She kind of like reminds him of Rapunzel, I'd say. I think that's why she keeps her key elements of her personality, because the brother is like, okay, even though you're going through this horrible thing, I understand that.
Yeah, because he says he has to talk to her like that. He has to keep talking to her normal because no one else does.
He's like,
Right.
even though you're going through this, you're still my sister. You know, you're still my Rapunzel. So
Because the whole book started off in a hospital room.
Yeah.
I was honestly gonna skip that part at first, just because I thought, I'm like, is this like a prologue? And then I read it, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, like the way it's being told like that, and then it breaks up in between of the sister then talking like, hey, you changed the story, put it back. She's kind of sassy. It's kind of funny.
At first she doesn't want him to because she literally says your male gaze is gonna ruin it.
Overall, this book is pretty good so far. I'm excited for when we get to see like Flynn and like see how everything else goes.
I think it's a really cool concept, honestly.
Yeah, I like the twisted tales, but I'm just excited to see what Mother Gothel thinks when Rapunzel opens up and tells her. So, let's see.
That's it.
Thank you.